Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And let's check Miami's starting lineup. We've got Jackson, and it's Big Smooth in at the 4. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Cam Thomas, then it's Nicholas Claxton, and it's Milton in at the 1. With a new season underway, what are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, B.A., I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
And the tip goes to the Nets. Pass to Thomas. Inside. Here's Claxton. Missed inside. And here's Rubio. Here's Peterson. From the right block. Deflected. Thomas, left side. To the paint. Here's Claxton. That one falls.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
And here's Rubio. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
No one was surprised last year when they won their season series against this team. And most people expect this to be a repeat of that, too.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Thomas. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Doris, someone who plays within himself. Nick Claxton knows what his team wants from him.
There's real value in a player understanding his role, and that's Nick Claxton. Sprint the floor, rebound, rim protect. He knows who he is and what puts him on the floor.
Big Smooth gets the bucket.
Boy, showing great patience, waiting to make his read. Rubio sets up his teammate perfectly.
Thomas passes to Milton. Here's Claxton. Pass to Milton. Rebound by the Heat. Here's Big Smooth. 14 points his last outing. Jackson can't get it to go. Rubio against Milton. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Johnson with a bucket. And here are the Heat now. They trail by 3, defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It really was an inconsistent performance from them. I'm just surprised it was as close as it was.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
Here's the great. 23 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds. Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
Johnson against Jackson. Johnson passes to Thomas. No good on the triple. Heat trail by 3. Pass to Jackson. Johnson with the defensive effort. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Milton passes to Thomas. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And it's Rubio with the 3.
Timeout, timeout.
And that ties it up.
I tell you, the jumper might not be the prettiest of pictures, but the offensive spacing improves dramatically when Rubio hits it.
Timeout called. The Nets will grant the Miami Heat are as professionally run as any franchise in this league.
Yeah, and certain numbers point to that. They minimize turnovers, they don't commit cheap fouls, and they hit their free throws. So, in other words, they don't give anything away.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Finney Smith. Bojan Bogdanovic, he comes in for Johnson. Williams is checked in for Thomas. And it's Melton in for Milton. Now here's Williams. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
The Heat have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Oh, deflected. Jeffries goes back up. Claxton with a rebound.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Russell, the pass to Morris. Russell deciding where to go with it. Back to Bertans. Pass to Morris. Bertans with the ball. 6 to shoot. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Morris finds Bertans. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Nets with the lead. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Now here's Melton. Still without a bucket. Tries a 10-footer. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Senior. First personal
And here's a
foul.
look now at who shot the ball the best during last season's campaign. The 4th spot held by Nick
At the
Claxton.
line.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip
Step
last
at the line
season.
with 2 shots.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Melton. Well, the Nets are still feeling the ramifications of trading for James Harden, Doris.
Well, B.A., consider in that trade, they gave away Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, and 4, count them, 4 first-round picks for a total of just 80 games played for James Harden. The reverberations are still being felt.
Simmons is checked in for Claxton. And Melton drops them both. Heat trail by 4. Russell with the ball. Coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee. And down it goes. 2 points.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Williams. Kept alive. Sharp passes to Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Williams at the line 2 times.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off. And the second free throw is good. Heat trail by 3. Here's the great. No points yet. Pass to Russell. Here's the great. Takes the three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Brooklyn out in front, up 3. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Cameron Johnson out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. Then there's Shake Milton. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Simmons in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. So it's Brooklyn now. Miami making their last shot. Milton passes to Johnson. Takes a 13-footer. And it's Miami with a rebound.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Now here's Russell. He's scoreless. Russell, double teamed. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Bogdanovic with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. They want to keep rolling here, following a win against Atlanta.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Here's Rubio, following the bucket by Brooklyn. And the dunk by Jackson.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know what's interesting to me about Cam Johnson? He comes into the league with a reputation strictly as a sweet shooter. The fact is, he's proven to be much more than that.
Claxton, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Finney-Smith comes in for Bogdanovic. And Johnson drops them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Peterson. He's guarded by Claxton. The bodyguard. The pass to Russell. Outside Rubio. From outside the arc. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn leading by 4. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Johnson. Tries again. Nice shot by Finney-Smith.
That's what you call using your body. Playing a little bully basketball is Dorian Finney-Smith.
Here's Peterson. Last game, he had 28 points. The lob. Very well done.
Now that's a textbook alley-oop.
I thought he'd go for the slam, but that worked. Russell against Thomas. And the Nets get it back. Claxton. Can't hit from in close. Heat trail by 4. Here's Big Smooth. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Doris, in a league that glorifies offense, you have to appreciate what Finney-Smith brings to the defensive end.
A BA, one of those guys who brings versatility and perhaps more importantly, dependability. You can put him on the ball, off ball, guards, even bigs. You talk about a true do-it-all defender, that's Dorian Finney-Smith.
Now here's Rubio. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Left side, Milton. And rejected. They retain possession. A minute 53 left in the second quarter. Now Rubio. Pass to Big Smooth. Fires from deep. And they'll get another chance. Back to Rubio. Jackson on the wing for 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Well, Brooklyn's shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Milton passes to Thomas. A minute 15 left to play in the half. Good work defensively by Russell. Rubio against Thomas. Rubio passes to Russell. There's Jackson with the 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists tonight. Rubio against Milton. Claxton up top. There's 45 seconds left in the second. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball. Jump ball.
And so here is Miami. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Here's Rubio. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. That'll shoot 2.
Going to the line will be Rubio. Just gets fouled on that sneaky drive.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the night now. And it's tied up with that one.
Well, Ricky Rubio has made a career out of trying to make the guys around him better. This guy's so unselfish.
So Brooklyn ends up going with a new group. Morris, he's checked in for Miami. Jeffries comes in for Jackson. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Rubio against Melton. Pass to Bogdanovich. 2 in the cold spell. Back to Melton. Shot clock at 6. Here he goes. The kick out to Williams. Hey, expanding his range. That shot, no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Heat up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
The road could be unfriendly, and they've clearly risen to the challenge. They're shrugging off the chants from the fans. All of that's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
And over to Shaq now, your take on the Nets.
Well, their bench production has been a major factor. Guys have been ready to go when their number is called. It makes the second half go a lot easier on your main guys when you can spread the minutes around in the first half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side. I'll prep that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And let's take a look at Miami. They've got Ricky Rubio, and it's Peterson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Over Milton. Brooklyn pulls it in. Finney Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Size and athleticism by Cam Johnson. How about that vertical?
Here's Peterson. He's guarded by Claxton. Rejected by Claxton. And here's Milton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Heat trail by 3. Here's the great. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Rubio looking around. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Milton against Rubio. Left side Milton. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thomas. Rebound Miami.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now here's Claxton from deep. Johnson. He drops it from range. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
So the Nets making a switch here. Melton's checked in. Bertans checked in for Miami. Jackson comes in for Rubio. Melton against Russell. To stop the run. Offensive board. Goes up again. Peterson. That one's good. Peterson's got his first points of the night.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Thomas outside. A shot from the mid-range. Rebound Miami. Russell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Down low. Here's Bertans. And the power dunk by Bertans.
Davis Bertans punches it. Oh, my goodness.
The Nets have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Melton outside. Peterson with a rebound. The Heat have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's the great. Thomas defends. For the tie. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Thomas. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the great. The great's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that. Brooklyn making some changes. Bojan Bogdanovic checked in for Finney Smith. And Williams is subbed in for Thomas. Morris, he's checked in for Miami. Jeffries comes in for Bertans. Now here's Claxton. Pass to Melton. Outside Bogdanovic. Now here's Claxton. Johnson finds Bogdanovic. And again, it's the Nets missing. And Russell's got the ball here for the Miami Heat. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face him. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Miami trailing. Outside Russell. Morris passes to Russell. Here's Jeffries. Morris outside. Out to the right wing. For the lead. They get it back. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Outside Johnson. Here's Bogdanovic. It's rebounded by Jeffries. Miami's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Russell against Melton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bojan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Ben Simmons comes in for Claxton. And it's Sharp in for Johnson. And Miami with a change here too. Rubio's checked in. .107 left in the third. There's Jackson with the 3. Brooklyn with the board. Outside, Williams. Puts it up from 12. No good, a bit long that time. And the Heat shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Jackson, the pass to the great. And here's Rubio. Melton covers. Outside Rubio. And they call an illegal screen here.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now here's Melton. Pass to Simmons. Now Williams. Six on the shot clock. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. Williams has got 7 points. Melton against Rubio. To the inside. Here's Big Smooth. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Tie game in Brooklyn. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Sharp. Williams is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Simmons in at the center. So that's the Nets 5. The kick out to Williams. Jacks up at 3. The shot off that time. And for the Heat, they're shooting 34% thus far in this game. Pass to Peterson. Here's the great, defended by Bogdanovic. Big Smooth passes to Rubio. 5 on the clock. To take the lead. Second chance effort. Williams grabs the board. Brooklyn with the ball. Over Rubio. Williams misses. Williams has gone 3 of 8 tonight from the field. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. The great, the pass to the bodyguard. Right wing. Rubio with the ball. Over Sharp. The shot by Rubio, no good. And so it's Bogdanovic with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Now here's Sharp over Rubio. And that one's good. Sharp. And the Heat call time here.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Claxton, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Finney-Smith comes in for Sharp. And Cam Thomas subbed in for Williams. Jackson, he's checked in for Miami. Russell comes in for Rubio. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra said to the team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Thomas. Here's Claxton, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Heat ball.
And let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. And then on Monday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against the Cavaliers, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be their 6th contest of the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Peterson. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Thomas up top, looking to get it going. It's deflected. Fast break. Here come the Heat. On up the court. And stolen by Claxton. Thomas with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Goes up on the baseline. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Thomas has got his first points of the game.
When Cam Thomas finds a look, folks, he is going to attack.
Nets foul. Shake Milton. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Miami. Russell. Shooting 2.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Johnson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And both free throws good for Russell.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Milton against Russell. Milton passes to Finney-Smith. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Brad Peterson. His first personal. First team foul. And at the line, one time, Dorian Finney-Smith.
Guys, I think what you have to love about Dorian Finney-Smith is his versatility. Skill set-wise, you can play him at either forward position, and in either spot, he's going to give you tremendous defensive effort.
Russell finds Jackson. Here's Peterson. Pass to Russell. Wide open. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Peterson.
Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
And stolen by Jackson. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. Team second.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great.
Take a break.
That's winning
2
basketball.
shots.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And he drops it first. The Heat making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. Good on both.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Here's Milton.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Miami leading by 3. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
To the paint. Here's Big Smooth. He's guarded by Claxton. Big Smooth can't hit. And Milton's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Claxton tips it back in.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Jackson, right side. Here's Peterson. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. And the Heat lead by 3. The Nets have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Here's Thomas. No good. And for the Heat, they're shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Misses from close range. The Heat have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Here's Jackson. To the middle. Here's Peterson. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. And it's a 7-point Miami lead.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. They're losing by 7. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. There's 47 seconds left in the game. Here's Thomas. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Rubio passes to the bodyguard. Claxton with a rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Here's Peterson. So the Heat win it. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.